YouTube, what's going on? Thank you for clicking on the video. Today we're going to be talking about Modern Warfare 3 because there have been a ton of fresh new leaks over the past few days, and after what's been a pretty underwhelming year of Modern Warfare 2, I'm sure plenty of you are wondering whether or not you're going to bother with this game. Fortunately, I've gathered all of the information that we have so far, including some insights into weapons, maps, gameplay features, release dates, and more, so you can get a better idea of what to expect and figure out whether or not you plan on purchasing Call of Duty 2023. Let's get into things. Now, COD 2023, or Modern Warfare 3, as DMCA requests have officially revealed it to be called, is being developed by Sledgehammer Games and will be a direct sequel to 2022's Modern Warfare 2. Though there was some initial speculation that Modern Warfare 2 content would span across 2 years, Activision has since confirmed on public investor calls that development is on schedule for a full premium release, and within the last couple of weeks has even begun previewing this title to NBA players in Las Vegas, many of which have shared this on their social medias. Shortly after this, leaks about Project Hailstorm started to emanate from Twitter, and this was reportedly the code name of the initial alpha version of Modern Warfare 3. For those who don't know, the alpha version of a game is just considered the stage of development where all of the game functionality is included and considered ready for bug testing and optimization, but it's not the polished final product. Of course, I can't put the images on screen due to copyright. However, the Hailstorm title screen appeared to be like a bright blue, and as did some of the screenshots of the UI taken in-game. Nevertheless, since that, Charlie Intel has confirmed that this year's COD title is actually expected to have a red theme throughout, hence the little integration of red in the thumbnail that you probably clicked on before, hopefully. Now, it's important to highlight before we get into the good stuff that all of this information is based on leaks and rumors, and though it might come from some reputable sources, things could still change between now and the game actually being published, as plenty of things did with Modern Warfare 2. But that said, if you find this information useful, or you want to keep up with more Modern Warfare 3 news between now and release, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're on the road to 1k and we're so close to 700, so it would be massively appreciated. Anyway, one pretty revolutionary leak that we've had from Bob Network UK on Twitter is that operators, weapons, and bundles from Modern Warfare 2 will all transfer over into Modern Warfare 3. This is something that's never happened in a standalone Call of Duty title before, so this is pretty crazy, and Activision themselves have actually already confirmed this with a poll they put up on Twitter, where they specifically asked if things should carry over into the next game, and literally the only two answers that you had were yes. So that's pretty clearly going to happen, which is cool. However, considering there's over 60 weapons on Modern Warfare 2 already, this does suggest that much of Modern Warfare 3's arsenal might actually already be available for us to use right now. That said, Task Force leakers on Twitter have revealed a whole host of new weapons that are expected to come to Modern Warfare 3, which I'll list here. And yeah, I'm not going to read them all out, but we do have some familiar weapons here. To touch on a few, we've got the MCW, which appears to be the ACR, the Anvil B, which appears to be an F2000, then we've got the Striker 45, which was in Modern Warfare 2019, but OGs will recognize it as the UMP from original Modern Warfare 2. We got the WSP9, which appears to be a mini Uzi, the KVB 73, which looks a lot like a Dragunov, and finally the JP10, which looks a lot to me very similar to the MSR, which of course was a fan favorite sniper back on the original Modern Warfare 3 in 2011-2012. When the initial rumors were rife of a second year of Modern Warfare 2, the suggestions were that we were going to get a good old-fashioned map pack drop, which was thought to be a huge collection of remastered maps from Modern Warfare 2, including the likes of Terminal, High Rise, Scrapyard, and more. Many maps that we can already see integrated into Al Mazrah and the current Warzone map. It seems to be that these maps are the maps that are planned for Modern Warfare 3 as their main launch content, although there is still a lot of noise on Twitter that we could see a couple more maps return, notably the likes of Shipment and Shoot House, which of course at this point are Infinity Ward favorites, and it is possible that we could see other remastered Modern Warfare maps, such as Dome and Showdown, which are already in Modern Warfare 2, but at this stage that's completely unconfirmed. Now, while Modern Warfare 2 has been a hugely successful game for the franchise from a monetary perspective, there have definitely been a few issues with game design that have left the community pretty frustrated in a lot of corners. Movement obviously has been one of those issues, with Modern Warfare 2 officially being one of the slowest Call of Duty games in all time in terms of literal sprint speed, aim down sights times, sprint to fire times, and that felt particularly impactful coming off the back of Modern Warfare 2019, which had some of the smoothest movement that we've ever had in any Call of Duty, alongside slide cancelling, which, corny while it was, it felt super slick when you had it nailed down, and it made the game feel really fast versus what we have now, which is quite sluggish. If rumors are to be believed, then Sledgehammer's approach to the movement and gameplay system around Modern Warfare 3 is less about redesigning everything, but actually repealing a lot of the changes that Infinity Ward have made that have gone somewhat away from traditional Call of Duty styling. Movement speeds will likely be increased across the board. Drop a like if you're happy to hear that. I know that I am. And there'll probably be a lot less penalties for attachments when you're building blueprints, so that your aim down sight speeds and sprint to fire speeds aren't hurt quite as badly when you're building out your weapon. The regular minimap is also set to return, where when firing an unsuppressed weapon, you will actually show up as a red dot. This is something that Infinity Ward have excluded from their last two games. They've been strongly against in recent titles in favor of supporting slower and newer playstyles and making the game a little bit more friendly to newer players. The perk system also looks likely to be reverted to traditional mechanics, where you have your perks upon loading into the map. This is contrary to the timer system that we have in Modern Warfare 2, where you have to sort of wait a little while to earn your 3rd and 4th perk. Nevertheless, in Modern Warfare 3, that looks like it's going back to basics. However, it's being repackaged into a new gear system. So leaked screenshots seems to show vests, gloves, and boots, which then accommodate the effects that traditional perks would. We've already seen vests start to get integrated into Warzone slightly, which gives this like rumored change a lot more substance, I think. But it also feels like quite a logical change as well with how they're repackaging it, in a sense that certain gloves will allow you to reload or use equipment faster, a certain vest would allow you to equip 2 primary weapons and carry more, and certain boots would allow you to have Dead Silence or Ninja, which is also confirmed to be returning this year in what to me is one of the most exciting and one of the most needed changes in the Modern Warfare series. Throughout Modern Warfare 2, we've had this whole issue with sound EQ. It's led primarily on PC, however the PC player base is growing rapidly, but turning on sound EQ on your PC allows you to hear footsteps much better, so PC players are at a sort of advantage over anyone who's on console, as well as anyone just not using sound EQ. So the fact that we're going to have quiet to near silent footsteps, whatever it's titled as, back as a perk that you can always equip, combined with a radar that's going to show when people are actually fighting, engaging, and whereabouts they are. This is a huge change and super positive for supporting more playstyles than the Sentinels, as they're called by Infinity Ward, and should increase the overall pace and flow of the game because people can get more active without immediately being punished for it. One final positive gameplay change that's seemingly been confirmed by Charlie Intel in a recent Twitter space with Modern Warzone is the return of reload cancelling, where you can feign weapon swap by hitting YY, triangle, whatever the keyboard button is, to swap your gun after you've pressed reload to stop that reload, which will then allow you to re-engage in a fight if you've been caught off guard. Again, this is repealing on what Infinity Ward have introduced in Modern Warfare 2, where once reloads are started, animations have to fully play out regardless of whether you put the weapon away, pull it back out. And while I can understand how cool that is from a realism and design perspective, when you're actually playing in game, I just don't think it felt very good. So this is another thing that's going to contribute to that pace and flow of the game, supporting aggressive play styles, quick reactions, and hopefully should feel really great. A couple of extra features we've got coming to Modern Warfare 3 is the War game mode, which was in Sledgehammer's World War II. That's returning for the first time in a couple of years. We've then got talk of an Outbreak 2.0, following on from what we experienced in Cold War, but in a new and more advanced way. I've seen a couple of rumors, but this is a lot less substantiated than some of the other things, that there could be an integration with that into DMZ, and that Activision are weighing up whether Outbreak should be part of the free-to-play offering, likely the DMZ integration, or its own mode contained within Modern Warfare 3 that you have to purchase the game to access. I think this would be really exciting if it was integrated into DMZ. In my opinion, I think the AI soldiers are a little bit boring, and I think that if you add zombies in there, they should be more unpredictable. They should be a little bit weaker, but have more of them, more of that horde feel. And I think it could really change up the dynamic of DMZ, take it a little bit close to that Blackout vibe, while still mixing into the extraction shooter genre that's on the rise lately in gaming, and just overall provide a really fun experience. But that's just me though. Modern Warfare 3 will have its own full campaign that'll expand on the story of Modern Warfare 2 and the subsequent raids that have followed. And with this continuing story, we can expect to see the return of Makarov, an operator of which we've already seen in some of the leaked screenshots. And this apparently looks like one of the more premium operators, so it could be from a pre-order bonus or one of the higher price bundles. We'll have to see how that plays out. But the man who is probably Modern Warfare's biggest villain is returning, so that's super exciting too. Of course, on the topic of operator bundles, as we've already mentioned, they will transfer from Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3. So anything that you own, you can expect to see presumably on launch. However, when it comes to wider operator bundles, after the situation with the creator issues being removed and Swag confirming recently in a video that his bundle was actually scrapped because of those issues, I think it's very unlikely that we'll see any creator bundles in the near future, probably not on Modern Warfare 3 as a whole. Call of Duty have confirmed that we can expect to hear more about the reveal of Modern Warfare 3 within Season 5 of Modern Warfare 2. Season 5 launches on August 2nd. I wouldn't expect the reveal to come very early in the season, probably around the halfway point. However, data miners have found code to suggest that there is a big event coming. Of course, we've had reveal events for Vanguard and Cold War previously in Warzone. The code found by data miners does include DMZ, so it's very possible that we could see this launch event there. We're starting to get a clearer picture of the overall reveal window now, so we should get the initial reveal and trailer sometime mid-August. A number of sources have also claimed that the beta weekends will go live in October, the first weekend going live on PlayStation October 6th to 10th, and then the second weekend being available to all platforms from October 12th to 16th. The expectation is that the campaign will launch 1 week early again this year, much like we did in Modern Warfare 2 after the positive reaction to that from the community. The campaign set to go live on Friday, November 3rd, and the full release of the game on Friday, November 10th, in line with typical Call of Duty release windows, before Season 1 launches a little under a month later on December 5th, with a whole new Warzone map expected to be the long-rumoured Las Almas map. So that just about sums up everything we know about Modern Warfare 3 so far, with Activision expected to tease and leak more things over the coming weeks. I know some people are going to have strong opinions opinions about this game with a lot of recycled content expected, particularly after the drastic changes in Modern Warfare 2 and how the community reception of that was. A lot of people are calling this a $70 DLC pack. I think in some respects that's not unfair. That said, I can happily invest a lot of hours into Call of Duty personally, and the majority of these changes sound like they are largely positive, much more inclusive of community feedback, and generally improving on what is a good core game in Modern Warfare 2 that just falls short of a wow factor and that kind of buzz that we've had from previous Call of Duties. But tell me your thoughts in the comments, guys. Are you excited for Modern Warfare 3? Is this a cop or drop for you? Let me know down below. For now, thanks for checking out the video. I'll catch you in the next one.